Thank you. First of all, I want to thank all of you. Thank all of you guys for coming, for standing with me on this. I want to thank Jasmine. I want to thank the panel here. I want to thank everybody. I just Jamel. Jamel was my oldest of five. Um, Jamel was a jokester. He would make you laugh. You know, to know me, I got jokes. I'm always joking and playing. That's my personality. And Jamel always would make me laugh, anything that I would say. But I want to say that when Jamel came out to me at 17, he was 17 years old, and he told me, he said, Mom, he called me on the phone. Our relationship was strained, and I didn't know why, what was going on. You know, I have 4 boys, 1 daughter. So being a single mom of 4 boys is kind of hard. So, you know, I did the best that I could do. I worked 2 jobs, kept my kids in church, you know, just tried to set really good examples for my kids. Well, anyhow, Jamel, he left home, and I didn't know why did he leave home? What was going on? He called me, and he goes, Mom, I got something to tell you. And I said, what? He goes, I'm gay. And I said, I already knew. Okay, and what's next? So it kind of hurt my feelings because for the media, some of the media, to say that I was homophobic, and that's why Jamel left. I'm accepting of everybody. I have no issues with anyone. I'm not a racist. I am prejudiced, though. I will say that. I'm prejudiced against ignorance. I don't like ignorant people, but I don't judge anyone. We all have things we may not be proud of. We all have skeletons in our closets. I know I have a few bones. But at the end of the day, I love everyone, and I'm always the type to see the good in everybody. When I got the call on July 27th, worst day of my life, I got a call. My mom called me first, and she tells me, stay at home. I'm coming over. And then she cut her phone off. So I knew something was going on. I'm calling her like, Mom, what's going on? I'm going to get my hair done. She wouldn't answer the phone. About 10 minutes later, I get a call from the West Hollywood Sheriff's Department. This is the exact same day that Jamel left me. I live in Texas, and he left me and flew out here. He died the exact same day that he got here. And I just talked to him earlier in the day. So anyhow, the West Hollywood Sheriff's Department, they call me, and they're like, Mom, are you the mom of Jamel Moore? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, we're sorry, we found your son, meth overdose, and he's dead. And I'm just in shock, because I'm like, my son, meth, dead, that does not go together. It doesn't go together. So my family comes over, and I'm just sitting there just because I'm like, this is a dream. My cousin Tanya's there, and I couldn't even cry because I'm like, this is a dream, a joke. Like, what, Jamel, meth, I didn't understand it. The next day, I get a phone call from the coroners, and they explained to me further, what happened. I'm still in shock. But I struggled. Well, I don't know what to do. I'm wondering, I want justice. What happened? I'm not knowing what's going on. When I talked to other friends and I found out that the name Ed Buck, this is something that I knew about Ed Buck last year when my son called me crying, telling me about him. But I did not think that the situation was as bad. I know my son filed a police report, tried to, that some kind of way the police report came up, disappeared. But anyhow, my reason for coming forward was because I don't want any more Jamels. This hurts. No mother, no brother, kids. Nobody should feel the loss of a loved one. And I look better than I feel. I feel like someone just took a piece of my heart and just pulled it out of my chest. Of course, I want justice for my son, but honestly, I just don't want any more Gemmels. This case is so unbelievable. And just for, some of the media to drag me, I haven't done anything wrong. I mean, I'm a mother that lost my kids, so I'm sure if anyone lost their loved ones, they would do the same exact thing that I'm doing. But I'm asking for the LGBTQ community to stand with me, and those that aren't a part of the community to stand with me. Meth does not discriminate. I can't say, I don't know what it is to be on meth. I have no idea. But it's a horrible drug. All drugs are horrible. And, I had no idea. I seen my son in front of me, and I didn't know. So part of me is like, I did not know. I didn't know the signs. I didn't know. So we have to educate our communities. That's what's important. We have to implement, some type of programs or something that's in place. My son, we all were accepting of him. We didn't have an issue with him being gay, To be honest, when he told me he was gay, my first response was, well, do you do hair? I thought I had a gay son that did some hair, because you guys know this is my signature blonde hair. But, it just hurts me. My inbox is full of all of these people that they tell me they're coming out stories. A lot of them are Gemmels. They're like, oh, well, I told my mom about the situation. I let her read the story, and I told her I'm Gemmel. While I'm thankful, at the same time, I just feel like I should have more support because, meth is a really big situation, here in West Hollywood, here in California, worldwide. And in order for us to handle this, we have to stand together. It doesn't matter what race we are. It doesn't matter what gender, what our sexuality. We have to stop being judgmental of each other, and we have to pull together. What hurt me is the fact that, everyone's more focused on the fact that my son was this gay black man that was escorting. Okay, besides all of that, why, I feel like he's dehumanized while Ed Buck is humanized. And I don't get that. I just don't get it. Ed Buck has yet to call and say, hey, I send my condolences. Oh, but he's grieving. That doesn't make any sense to me. He could have easily paid for the funeral. We had to do a GoFundMe. He didn't do anything. And, my thing is, I don't understand why he's such disrespected person in the community. I'm aware that he's an addict. He should get some help as well. But in the meantime, he needs to stop victimizing these, young black men. It's not right. And I had no idea this was going on. And that's my reason for coming forward. I want to be a part to help, My daughter's, she's, she sees me sad, and the whole thing she's saying is, Mom, are you okay? My kids are like, Mom, are you okay? I have to pretend like I'm okay when I'm not. I'm back at work. I got 3 days of bereavement, and I have to just go on with life. Like, everyone's looking like, how are you so strong? I don't know what else to do. I have to fight this fight. So I want Ed Buck to know I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Every chance I get, I'm going to be there protesting. I'm going to be there yelling Gemmel more, because his life mattered. His life mattered. It just, some people in the room knew Gemmel, and they knew that the type of person that he was. He was a caring person. He would give you money out of his pocket. He would cook. He made the best chicken parmesan. I'm telling you guys, oh my God, better than Olive Garden's. He loved to cook. He was nurturing. He was loving. He was my Bookie. I called him Bookie. And we talked all the time. I I think it finally just hit me. I picked up the phone to call him because, I live in Texas, he lived here. So I would never let, 3 weeks pass, a week, 2 weeks, but 3 weeks. And I hadn't heard from Gemmel, and just a month ago I picked up the phone to call him, and I just was a mess in the grocery store. Everyone's looking at me, and I'm just like, my mom is like, what's wrong? I'm like, I just picked up the phone to call Gemmel, and there's no Gemmel. I mean, my baby was taken from me. I'll never be okay. I'll never be all right. I just want you guys to know that if you got whoever's on meth in here, I don't know if anyone is, but get some help. Love on your family members. Talk to them. Talk to your family members, your partners. Meth is a big deal, and you guys we just need to stand together. We need to stand together. It's nothing else that we can do to continue to ignore this situation and turn our heads like nothing, happened, to turn our heads like Ed Buck didn't do anything. Then if no one's going to stand up, then you're part of the problem. We all have to pull together, and we have to get these people who are victimizing these young men, and we have to get them off the street. Ed Buck is bad for West Hollywood. He's a resident here, and he's bad for West Hollywood. It's just crazy to me. But I just want everybody to know that I'm no different than any other mother, any other father, any other person that lost a family member. I'm strong because I have to get justice, not just for Gemmel, but for the other victims. It's just crazy to me. We have so many pictures, we have receipts, we have all of this stuff, and everyone's still like, oh, are you sure this happened? Oh, I don't get it. We have to pull together, and we got to stand together. And, we have to look at ourselves and look at our hearts. You're going to either do what's right, or you're either going to just turn your head and just act like nothing's happened. But in the end, just know that Gemmel has a family that's supportive. We love them. We still love them. We're here for each other, and we're just making sure that there are no more Gemmels. No more Gemmels. No more Gemmels. And it could be any race. No more Gemmels. Meth does not discriminate. Doesn't. And I thank each and every one of you guys for coming out. Do you guys have something to say? This is my brother Jim. But thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you guys for everything. I appreciate you guys. I honestly do.